Do you want to sell more high-ticket courses? Everybody does that, selling them, right? And maybe it's your own course or you're closing for someone else's course. It doesn't really matter. If you've got one to sell, then I've got some tips that are really useful for you. I've done this in my own programs, and I've also helped many other people as clients to be able to do better in terms of their sales as well. So I'm going to crack open the laptop. We're going to go draw some things out. There's 3 steps to this strategy. I hope you find it really useful. And if at any point in time you're enjoying the training, you're like, yeah, I'd like to know more about what this guy offers, or I just want more training from him, feel free to join my Facebook group. The link's in the description or in the corner. Bunch of free resources and training and a bunch of other like-minded course creators and coaches for you to hang out with. Anyway, let's crack open the laptop and let's get to work. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen. I've got some notes down here and I've got 3 different strategies that I want you to use to be able to increase your high-ticket course sales. Now, the first things first, okay, if you're going to sell something, this is not like a $97 PDF course, right? You're selling high ticket. So you're going to need proof in the form of results with people like them, okay? So this could be something like testimonials, like a video. It could be, spelled that wrong. It could be something like screen grab. I'm going mad with my new software here. Screen grab. Something like that. Maybe even just a social media comment, something like that. So what I would advise you to do is, if you've got existing clients, is to go to them and give them some guidance for a testimonial. And that would be name, it would be location, it would be, I'll do prof for profession, it would be before and since. So you can go to existing clients and say, hey, I want you to use this format. Hey, my name is Richard Mathew. I'm a digital marketer based out here in the UK. Before joining John Doe's program, I was experiencing problems A, B, C. Since going through the process, I've been able to get results X, Y, Z. So I highly recommend, if you're in this situation, you take a look at John Doe's program. So you can get even just a few of those will really help you when someone's like, I'm not sure, it's a big investment. You can say, hey, you remind me of such and such. Here's their testimonial. You can even break it down, right, on your actual sales page. On your sales page, you can have little videos and little screenshots down here. And this can be sort of like, your main pitch or something like that. Hey, thanks for checking out the program. Take a look at the results people have got. These things really help to make more sales. You can even send them to something like this after they've kind of, opted in. So let's say they've opted in and they booked a call with you. Well, how about pre-framing the call? Instead of having to do all the legwork on the call itself, which you should be doing a call if you're selling high ticket, by the way, as in like a Zoom call, you're able to say, hey, here's some preparation to do before we jump on our Zoom call. Make sure it's really important that you do that. There's a little bit of explanation from you in there, not too much, just raising curiosity. And then here's a bunch of screen grabs and testimonials. What does that do? Well, when they arrive at the call, they go, hey, man, this is the real deal. See, it doesn't matter what you show people. Okay, I'm right at the edge of my screen here. It doesn't matter what you show people. It matters what they see and what they believe. That's what matters. If someone pulls up on my driveway now with a Ferrari and says, Pete, Pete, I don't know why they do Pete, Pete. I don't know. Maybe they're in a cartoon. They try and sell me that Ferrari and say, hey, this is a Ferrari. Google it. It's worth 100 grand. I'll give it you for 10. Am I buying that Ferrari? No. Some of you said yes. Shame on you. But I wouldn't do that. Why? Because it's obviously stolen. It's a stolen car. I'm going to get some police come around the corner because someone's missing a Ferrari. You can be damn sure. And I'm going to lose my 10 grand and they're going to go, you stupid? Ignorance is not an excuse, Richard. We'll take the car and your money's gone, right? So it's the same with your clients. They go, wow, this is a big investment. Will it work for me? What's the best way you can show someone it works for them? Prove it. And if you don't have any of this, by the way, if you're like, well, Richard, I'm brand new at this and, I don't have any clients yet. Oops, I'm off the screen. Do 5 for free. Okay, do 5 for free. People will tell you not to do that, but that's not ethical. If you don't know for sure you can get your clients results with your program, then you need to fix that first. Because if you're not overly confident that you can get results, you know what you'll do? You'll procrastinate. You'll procrastinate. You know why? Because you'll be uncertain. And if you're uncertain about something, what happens when you're uncertain? It causes doubt. And your prospects will feel that, your clients will feel that. You're not sure about this, so I'm not sure either. So if you're getting a lot of people right now that say, I'm not so sure about this, is it because you're not putting proof out there? Okay, this isn't a $97 PDF, like I said. Get testimonials. Second thing you need to answer is why you and why now? Okay, people forget that. There's lots of choice out there in the marketplace. Okay, there's lots of choice. So in any kind of segment of a market, you're only going to have a little bit of that attention. There's going to be a whole bunch of competition out there, which you'll get swallowed up by if you're not careful. Loads of people are already serving the audience you're serving, and they're already serving them with a particular type of, similar product or service that you've got. So what you've really got to ask yourself is, if we clear this again, is what is your edge? What is your edge? And by edge, I mean something like, trust. Maybe there's a bunch of people out there who can market better than they can deliver. Well, call attention to that by you sharing results like I just showed you. Maybe your edge is a particular feature. Do you have a particular method or a particular style or a particular something that no one else has? Right? A particular feature that you can point to and say, hey, you've probably seen XYZ choices, but do they offer this? This is what this can achieve. If what your competitors, if you're looking at lack this could be why you've not got results. So it could be something like a feature. It could be a secret weapon of those of us in the know, specificity. I'm not that great at spelling. Specificity. Loads of people out there like, I want to be a Facebook ads coach. Okay, what about a particular type of campaign for a particular type of business? You'd do way better with that. You might want to help people with their health. What particular condition or particular demographic? What particular method? Are health isn't just health, right? Are the needs of someone who's a high-level elite performer different to the needs of someone who is just starting out and lacks confidence? Yes, so make your pitch specific. If you ever watch like Dragon's Den or anything like that, where the people fall down is their lack of substance. Like they say, well, why can't I just compete with this? Or why you? And often when they invest, they say it's because of you, because of your specific skills. That's why I'm backing you, right? It's the same with your client. They're only going to back you and back themselves to get results with you if you have some kind of trust or a feature or specificity, because otherwise, why you and why now? And if we want to really pick up, the why now aspect, we have to generate some kind of urgency. Okay. And for urgency, I'm just looking at my notes here. We have to have an offer, some kind of bonus, and we also have to have like the non-action cost. I'll put non-cost. You always forget to do this, right? So let's start with the urgency, okay, with the offer. Is your offer really appealing to the audience? Is it a strong offer? Because no matter what else you do, if they're like, I'll take it or leave this problem or solution, it isn't going to work. Can you offer a bonus? Give yourself a limitation where you say, this is only for 24 hours, or this is only for right now. You know what I'll do? This is going to be a good deal whenever you take a look, but it's a great deal if you do it right now, because have some kind of bonus package available. Think about what their logical next step would be with your course or your high ticket program. Think about what, lock and key. Like if you're selling Facebook leads, well, wouldn't it be useful to give a bonus as a script on how to convert those leads? If you're selling diet, advice, wouldn't it be useful to partner with a personal trainer and give them an exercise program? See how that's lock and key. It helps their results, but in a different way. And then what is the non-cost? People typically, when they look at high ticket, will be like, oh, how much is this costing me? Well, you're only looking at the financial amount there, aren't you? What is the cost to doing nothing? Because doing nothing is doing something, correct? If you stay where you are, you're going backwards because time is ticking by. So you've got less time in which to do everything you'll ever do. So make sure you emphasize that to your client. Hey, listen, totally up to you what you want to do when you go from here. Just let me ask you this: if you don't move forward with this, what does life look like? What is the concrete alternative you have in place? A lot of times they go, well, I don't really have anything else in place. Okay, so we've got a decision to make, haven't we? And I'll give you a bonus if you want to do it now, make it a great deal. Already, with these tips, I hope you're finding like, yeah, that would give me a bit more of an edge. I hope you're feeling that way. There's one more thing I want to share with you really quick. I said there was 3, right? And that is what I highly recommend that you do is that you systemize. I'll do it the American spelling, okay? Systemize with a Z. It's an S here in the UK, but I'll stick with that method for now. So systemize. If you want to ever get any kind of freedom in your business, you need to move away from one-on-one. You need to move away from that. I don't care how much you love what you do. Eventually you reach a point where you go, you know what? As much as I love my clients, there's other things I love more to do, and I'm not being able to do them. Like just reading a book or leaving your phone without having to use your phone, right? Not having to just be already beck and call. You want a business that do you own your business? In fact, let me do that another way. Which is greater, your business or you? Well, you should be greater than your business. You're more important. Is it your business or is it your family? Well, your family, right? Is it your business? Is it your health? Your health is greater importance to your business because without that, you got nothing. And so many times we forget this. I'm a hustler. I'm a baller. Congratulations. What else have you got going in your life? Because if your health suffers or your family suffers or you suffer in any way, shape or form, your mental health, whatever it may be, aren't you then going to go, oh, forget the business for now? Let me get on track with myself. I'm just not happy. Happiness comes above anything and health comes above that, right? So when you're looking at you're making more and more sales of your high ticket courses, I want you immediately to have one eye on systemizing. Can you systemize your lead generation? For leads is number 1. Can you systemize your conversion so you don't always have to be there physically? Can you systemize the delivery of what you offer? Yeah, there may be a one-on-one aspect, but can you minimize your time so you can focus on bringing new sales in? They can still get a great service from you, but it's not always you being leaned on your physical time, your mental effort, doing things one-on-one. There's a huge bottleneck there. You'll only ever max out when 24 hours in a day, right? So always look at that so you're not having all those plates crash around you. And if you kind of want to learn more about systemization, you've enjoyed this training so far. I noticed we're already coming up like 15 minutes or so nearly. So I don't want to make this video any longer. If you got value from this, if you'd like more from me, I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you'll see up in the corner and in the description area, you can join my Facebook group where I dive deep on all these types of topics. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you'll be notified when I do another video on something similar to help you. Anyway, was this useful? I hope this was really useful for you. We looked about the proof aspect. We looked about why you and why now. We looked about systemization. Hopefully this has given you some really good food for thought, some great ways you can take steps forward. If you have some specific questions, you're like, that's great, Richard, but my business is this, and I'd like to know that. Hey, when you join that Facebook group, I'll reach out to you personally to welcome you. There's a great opportunity to ask me a question there and say, hey, what about this scenario? What can you offer me some help over, in this particular situation? And of course, you can use the comments section as well. Anyway, as I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses. I hope this was useful for you, and I hope to see you over in my Facebook group. Have a great day, and bye for now.